And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Okay guys, in today's video of course we'll go over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours and a bit of a disclaimer for you, it's not transfer news with regards to any incomings. As I said, it's been fairly quiet, we are 5 days into the January transfer window and we're just starting to hear more doom and gloom stories rather than the sort of positive stories that us supporters actually want to hear. So we'll discuss that a bit later on in today's video, of course. Also going over the upcoming games and going over, as I say, rounding up the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. Of course, first and foremost, Trent Alexander-Arnold has been nominated for the Premier League Player of the Month in December. That's, of course, alongside Matthias Cunha, Mohamed Kudus, Ole Eze, Son, Solanke, and Sensei, and Cole Palmer. I think, obviously, you can go and vote for that now. But as I stated, he's been nominated for the Player of the Month. That's the Premier League one. With regards to the Manager of the Month, Jurgen Klopp has also been nominated for the Manager of the Month. Unai Emery is also there. Areola's also there from Bournemouth. David Moyes there as well. So four managers currently being nominated. Jurgen Klopp and Trent Alexander-Arnold all nominated for Premier League Awards of the Month. With regards to Liverpool's Player of the Month, of course, we have our own in-house Player of the Month award, and that goes to Wataru Endo. He managed to pick that up, so the Standard Chartered Player of the Month goes to the Japanese Warrior, who is now away with the Asia Cup. He obviously spoke about his current form at Liverpool, said that he has mixed feelings about going to the Asian Cup. Of course, delighted to represent his nation, captain his country, but at the same time is quite sad that of course he's leaving Liverpool now with that momentum built up within this playing squad, getting back into the team and sort of playing week in, week out. However, does say that we're in safe hands with McAllister. It will remain to be seen if he can fight for his place. He'll probably lose his place now coming back to Liverpool, unlike Mo Salah. Mo Salah will obviously go straight back in, but Wataru Endo will probably have to battle out with Alexis McAllister once again, which I do like competitions for jerseys all of the time, and he's a player that's going to have to try and get that jersey back from McAllister, especially after a month of being away in Qatar with the Asian Cup. Now, in other news, guys, as I said, the transfer news has always been, we've had actually quite a lot of transfer news. 4 players being recalled from their loans. Just goes to show currently our loan approach at this moment in time probably isn't working as we probably thought it was going to. Apart from Owen Beck, the rest of them haven't really been getting game time. Obviously, Fabio Carvalho, the sort of high-profile one. However, Bulgazi has returned from Wigan. He's the most recent one. And as I said, Reece Williams as well as another player that returned from Aberdeen. So 3 players not getting sufficient game time, and Liverpool using their sort of recall option to bring them back this January. Again, it remains to be seen if they're going to be the 2 that I spoke of. Williams and Bulgazi are going to be going back out on loan again. Bulgazi is currently suffering with an injury, so probably will stay within the under-21s. Williams, on the other hand, could go out on another loan. Owen Beck, it seems as though he's going to be staying at Liverpool after he had 2 offers rejected, or Liverpool declined 2 offers from both Rangers and Celtic for his services for a half a season loan. He's apparently going to be covering at left back position whilst Andy Robertson, Kostas Tsimikas are away injured. So again, Fabio Carvalho's situation is very much in the air. There's a lot of clubs apparently interested. Fulham look like they've entered the race. They're the most recent club that want to try and take him out on loan for the second half of the season. Leicester are a team, and of course Everton, as we reported to you the other day, are also interested in his services. So again, probably remains to be seen where he's going to go, but it is likely Fabio will go back out to the door once more, with Owen Beck the only one really staying at least until the end of January, where we can see what Andy Robertson's return timeline and what it looks like. In terms of the incoming news, guys, it doesn't look good. It really doesn't look good at this moment in time. And as I say, Liverpool fans are fuming with regards to it. The ever-reliable Paul Joyce has came out and stated, as it stands, it is unlikely that Liverpool will move into the market during January. The youngster Owen Beck has been brought back from a loan spell to Dundee to provide options at left-back. A long-term centre-back is required. This is what Paul Joyce has said. And again, I know this is a situation. I've been well vocal over the last month, 2 months, that we're in a really good position position to go and win this title this year. We're in a really, really good position to try and compete for many, many trophies. And the fact that I'm hearing now, of course, well, I knew this. We heard murmurs from David Ornstein, but now Paul Joyce, who is very, very reliable, especially on Merseyside with regards to both Liverpool and Everton, him coming out and saying it just kind of makes things seem super frustrating and sad. He said that Liverpool do want a centre-back. However, again, not in this January transfer market. I've been talking about Joel Matip's injury, his long-term injury, and then there's talk about Nat Phillips now not going back out on a second half of the season loan to provide squad depth. Again, this is not where we want to be going. Quansah and Nat Phillips, again, providing the sort of backup options at the centre-back position to go and compete for the title and the Europa League. We're currently in the EFL Cup semi-final as well, so there's a good chance we're probably going to be playing every single game this season in terms of across all competitions, and we're expected to try and do it with those defensive options. And I'm not slagging them off whatsoever. I do think they've done very well, and Quansah looks like a very, very good prospect, but he's still a kid. He's still a kid. He hasn't ran the race. I do think if Liverpool want to try and get a centre-back in, they need to be making sure that they dip into the transfer market now. We're in a great position. You don't know what Manchester City are going to be doing next year. You don't know what they're going to go and do in the summer. Yes, they might have an off season this year. They're probably going to purr in the second half of the season, but you don't know what's going to happen next season. They can go spend more money. Chelsea could get better, and Liverpool should take this opportunity, grasp it with both hands, and go, right, actually no, F it. Let's get the centre-back in the door now, and let's go for this title. Give Jurgen Klopp whatever he wants and needs. And again, I'm not sitting here and thinking Jurgen Klopp said that we don't need any players. Again, I know sometimes he can be a bit controversial and can be a bit conservative with the players that we've got, and does put a lot of trust in the players that we've got. But he should have learned his lesson from 2022, the summer, when he said he was ignorant towards our midfield rebuild. And look how that completely turned out. The season was an absolute shit show. So looking at it defensively now, a great opportunity, go into the January transfer market, bring that centre-back in. And again, we can go again in the summer and buy another bloody centre-back. But looking at trying to cheap it out and go with the cheaper options does not make sense to me at this moment in time. And Liverpool fans all around social media are sharing that frustration as I'm sharing with you at this moment in time. But it is super frustrating. Liverpool fans not happy currently with the outlay of the transfer market. We're hearing reports already that Chelsea could have another big record-breaking January transfer window. Manchester United could be spending money once more. I wouldn't be surprised if Manchester City spend a bit more money as well. And then looking at other teams in and around us, Newcastle, Villa, they're all going to strengthen. Aston Villa had a formidable start to the campaign, but I bet you Unai Emery and their owners are going to be bringing in more players to try and make them even better. They're competing on two fronts, Conference League and trying to go for top 4 spaces in the Premier League. This is where Liverpool can't fall asleep at the wheel and must not fall asleep at the wheel and make sure that they go for this title and get a signing in. As things stand, according to Paul Joyce and David Ornstein, that's not going to be happening. But as I said, there was a little bit more time to go in the transfer market. Liverpool can be quite shrewd, can be quite quiet when it comes to January transfers. So I'm here's hoping, fingers crossed, that we do make those additions very, very soon. But again, I'm not holding my hand to it. At this moment in time, it does look fairly bleak, and it looks like we're going to be for a boring transfer window. But let's see. Let's wait and see. Liverpool fans, what's your thoughts on the current transfer state of play? How many signings do we need this January? And do you think we will get the checkbook out? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.